my listener. I purposely cropped the S because I don't want to sound presumptive, but this is Jan Darling, and this is my final broadcast. So, remember...
Any perceived editorial bias is strictly intentional. Please consult a legitimate news source. The National Weather Service has provided a forecast for your locale, though unless you are living in Mama's basement, you can look out the window. If you are a member of the modern troglodyte class, you'll know it's bad when Mama comes running downstairs. After a third day of intense negotiations, these talks have again stalled. It's like incest. The situation is becoming less salvageable with successive generations. Fiscal data compiled since the last economic downturn indicates that the rich got richer. That's it, that's all I've got. You should probably laugh, otherwise we're all going to cry. These are the headlines I'm sent. You are welcome to blame me for reading them. This is Jan Darling, coming to you low power wherever you aren't listening from.
Hey everybody, STB, Sean Theodore Bryan here. You might be thinking that I'm coming in to do another talk about, my rewatch of Friends for the third time, or, maybe doing some a cappella singing or something like that, but I'm actually here with some bad news. Got another rejection notice at an audition. Said they want to go a different direction, and, that's the fourth time this week. And I'm just not sure what these directors aren't seeing. They gave me some feedback. They say, Sean, you did great, but you're just not what we're looking for. Too tall, too good looking. Well, they don't actually say the last part, but I can tell that they mean it, And, it's like, in high school, college at Tisch, I was always cast and stuff. And this one was really painful, especially because I grew this mustache, just the part. It was a cowboy play, and even that didn't seem to help me. So now I've got this in my face. But anyway, I just don't know what to do at this point. But I didn't bring you only bad news in this post. I've actually decided on a career change. I'm going to give the theater stuff a break for a second. I know what you're saying, Sean. STB, the world really needs you. The theater world needs you. You're too talented. You can't hide that light under a bushel. But I think I'm actually going to try, drum roll please, everybody, being a cam boy. I know what you're saying. Sean, that's crazy. Sex work. Who does that? But I actually think it'll be a really great change of direction for me. I think it'll be a really great direction for my career. I think it'll bring me a lot of confidence that I didn't have previously, that I've lost, growing mustaches that will never be used. I'll be chronicling my journey with y'all in the coming days, and you can follow my Instagram too, Sean Theodore Bryan, of course, for more updates. This is Sean Theodore Bryan signing off. Ta-ta for now.
Genus. Hey, how much blood did you get to donate before they made you leave?
Almost 2 liters this time.
Wow, that would totally kill a guy. Those fake IDs are really coming in handy.
2 our passports.
Oh, that's so good. But we're still a little shy from for what we need for rent this month. Oh man.
It's okay, I have nutter butters and orange juice in my pocket. I'll get my blood sugar back, I promise.
Nah, you're gonna freaking die. How about this? I can just give you some of my blood, right? That's cool.
Sure.
All right, looks like everyone's finally popped into the meeting for the Council of Warlocks. Tuesday evenings, promptly 7:30 p.m. sharp. Please raise your hand, satanic style, and say your name.
Miles Strapmore Jr.
Ghost Daddy.
Started as your meeting started. Oh, hi, Ghost Daddy. Hi. Hi.
Hey, Waste Lord, can you please go on mute? We're trying to get the roll call.
I'm sorry. Come on, get the hell out of here.
Hey, these are secret meetings. Madam Arachnid here. Madam Arachnid here. Now you.
I'm Waste Lord.
Thank you.
Waste Lord.
I'm Elder Dennis. Good to see your faces.
All right. Now, as the subcult of the Church of Mammon, we have our dues. So I hope that everybody Venmo'd me their $7.
Point of order. Point of order.
Bloodletting.
Kotor?
We haven't talked about bloodletting in like weeks, okay?
Oh.
And I'm frankly tired of like leaving it as something we're not talking about. You know,
That's true. It needs to be a point. You're right. Non-gender
like as a
specific.
vegan, I need to get ready. Like I need to like prep myself to lose that amount of blood.
What a bloodletting. Yeah, that's a perfect idea. We should do that. We should do that. I should come and collect all of the blood. Right?
I was more on board with it before Waste Lord spoke up. I think I'm against now.
Waste Lord, you definitely should not be the one collecting blood, and we need a reason.
I think I should be the one collecting it, because I think you're the one who's been giving us watered down blood.
How dare you! My blood is not watered down. I come from a pure line of warlocks who have, through the centuries, led the dark.
Get all the blood. Everybody puts it on their front porch like the damn milkman, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get it all.
I let so much blood.
Miles, your father was adopted, and we all know this.
Whose blood is watered down now? And you don't leave milk out for the milkman. That's not how it works. It's the other way around.
No, he's right.
I just want to ask.
Personally pass 5 love spells for the person who gets Waste Lord in a milkman costume to come pick up blood from everybody.
Guys,
You know what?
I didn't want to say it.
I let blood out every month.
No,
Unlike
you don't.
losers.
Okay.
That's not what we're talking about. Okay.
That's cheating.
I'm uncomfortable.
That's cheating.
That's Satan's
I'm
dick.
uncomfortable.
You, Miles.
Oh my God.
Waste Lord! God damn it!
History Podcast teaser take 1 in 3, 2, 1. This is Jan Darling, and welcome to a History Podcast, which should really have a name. Genius. Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is Jan Darling. Darling? Really? You'd think I could pronounce my own name by now? Okay. Just take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Hard Edge History. This is Jan Darling. This is Jan Darling.
This is Jan Darling, broadcasting on Low Power FM with headlines fit to print and read to imperfection. Today in the news...
A former radio personality known for his acerbic take on current events will recount, reconstruct, and challenge historical...
details which are still pending in the investigation, though are complete enough that anyone with slightly more developed awareness than a lobotomized slug should conclude that...
I have yet to pick a subject for my first installment. Research is ongoing, so remember to subscribe to this feed and check back regularly for...
updates provided more regularly than day drinking would seem to permit. This is
Jan Darling, and welcome to History with an Edge. History with an Edge. History with an Edge.
I have lost my edge.
Hey y'all, STB, Sean Theodore Bryan, back. But I'm just really excited about this camming thing, and I've been doing some research, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard. So I was reading this WikiHow, meet the age requirement. Just, looking great at 28. Create an account. So this is where I wanted some feedback, kind of about my look, and about how I'm going to present myself. As you all know, I love musical theater. So I was thinking maybe something like, Broadway BB for my handle, or, like Song Boy, or like Rent Boy, because I really like the musical Rent. And, but yeah, definitely a Broadway theme, maybe some boas, some tasteful lighting. It has this section here, maximizing profits. And I think y'all are going to see that I'm going to maximize profits in a few ways. I'm going to maximize profit. I'm going to make a lot of money. But I think I'm going to maximize kind of my own internal profits at the same time. And I really think I'm going to come out of this feeling really good about myself. And that's what I'm excited about. Next time you see me, maybe I'll have a little snippet. Maybe I'll do a little fashion show for everybody. So yeah, follow my Instagram, Sean Theodore Bryan. I'll let you know when I have my new webcam site up and running, and you can all start watching me do my thing. All right, everybody. Well, Sean Theodore Bryan signing off right now. Ta-ta, everybody.
Joe, this is private.
What do you got there? What are you doing there? What do you got?
Nothing. It's mine, and it's not for sharing.
Okay. Isn't that guy looks like our neighbor?
It might be our neighbor.
All right.
He's a performer. He does lots of shows around town.
Oh, that's cool. You support live theater. That's good. That's real good. Do that. Support live theater.
Okay.
Yeah. My dominion.
You throw this away every day. Why do you throw it away? Is it you print a new one every day? I was talking to the neighbor. He says that recycling is important for the planet. He has a blog about it.
But I can't. It's just
as long as it's not greasy, you can recycle it or reuse it.
Okay, I have to throw that away because it didn't work. It didn't work. I need it.
What's it for?
It's for summoning the devil.
Well, who would come to this kind of party? It has no sparkles. It has no color.
There are some solid lines. I mean, they're really sharp. Somebody else did it. I found it on the public domain.
I'll tell you what. I will turn it into a real German sparkle party, and everyone will want to come. Everybody will come, and it will be so great. You just wait, and I will surprise you.
Hey, did you see the little thing? What are you reading?
It's a pop-up book about pharaohs.
Oh, Ramses is the money pharaoh.
Lawmakers have organized an emergency session at the Capitol in response to protesters calling for immigration legislation that would ignore their ancestors' role in theft and murder. This has left commentators to remark that irony is intended to be an intentional comedic device.
I don't care if I have a following. What does that even mean? How did they get the feed? Do I sound Scandinavian to you? You know, I actually tried to read it that way once. I came off like the Swedish chef. Anyway, I promise I have nothing to do with that site, but for the record, Jan is on my birth certificate. Darling is the pseudonym. I told you, because I don't want to do it anymore. Because it feels cheap. I want to tell a story. No, not like a journalist, a real story. Well, if you ever meet one, please apologize on my behalf. I'm not too worried about my career. I got the job by replying to a Craigslist ad. I didn't even know there was such a thing as low-power FM. I'm pretty sure my voice is still the only one to be syndicated across a network. I want to try podcasting. Well, I went to school, at least for a little while, for history, so you know. Because English majors shouldn't have all the fun filing for unemployment benefits, I am being serious. I want to record, produce, and distribute a history podcast. I want to delve into obscure periods and engage in groundbreaking research. I want to present my findings in captivating fashion. At least that's what I want the listing on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your podcast to say. No, that's fine. I have to go anyway. Soon? I'm working on it now. I'll let you know. Yep. Okay. Bye. Oh man, I have got to get started.
Oh, hello. I'm your neighbor, Genus.
Hey, Genus. Cool. I really. Now's not a really good time.
I saw your show where you were the guy who talked to the girl and said, "No," and
you saw Shirts?
Away with
the musical?
We could feel
I didn't
your
think anybody saw that.
Our insides here and here.
Oh.
And other places. And I was just wondering if I wrote a new monologue for you that is inspired by the things you said then and the things that you said in a dream that I had once. And I was thinking that maybe we could do a scene and you do the monologue in an outfit that I made for you, and I will sing, I do a throat singing from my country, and I play the bongos. And
the show with you, yeah, I don't think I really want to do that, so I'm just gonna go.
Wait, just a minute. I made you something.
You did?
Here, that's based off of the character that you played. In a spiritual level, but I painted him to look like a man from Bonaparte's army, because I think you would look very good in red with gold tassels on it.
Thanks, it's really cool, I guess, that you made that for me. I'm gonna go ahead and...
Just a minute, that thing on the table over there, I was wondering if you're going to use it, and if you're not going to use it, if I could have it maybe?
What? That little trophy back there? Yeah, I guess, if you leave after I give it to you. Here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so
All right. Bye,
bongos,
Venus.
we could do
Nice
it any.
talking to you.
Salvente Satanis.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm a big, honestly, I'm a big.
Stop doing vocal warm-ups.
Hey, Waste Lord.
Waste Lord.
Oh, hey, Fodor. Fodor, I have. You were in my dreams last night. I dreamed that we went to a
Oh, you're gonna get me kicked out again.
and we were going
My
to
nightmares every night.
Waste Lord.
Sorry, what the fuck, man?
It's cool. It's cool. It's fine.
It's really not.
It's not cool.
Waste Lord, is your roommate still in the room? Is she right next to you? She's right next to you, isn't she?
No.
You're looking at her. You're looking at her.
We can see you making eye contact with her.
No, she's not here.
I sent
You're a liar!
She's gone.
I sent you a lock through Amazon Prime like last 2 weeks ago to put in your door.
Guys, I think it finally happened. I've been at it since like 1989.
You ate more fiber? You ate more fiber?
You went on a date?
Good. Yeah,
Pass
two
the
good.
business down.
You got dial-up?
I think I summoned a dark fiend.
So you did eat more fiber.
No, man, you got gas.
No,
Waste
really.
Lord,
No,
if
I
my
am
father
positive.
in all his years of leading the council couldn't summon a dark fiend, you certainly didn't.
I must have it.
Yeah, I think you had.
It sounds like allergies, Waste Lord.
Oh, it's probably allergies. Have you tried Zyrtec? It's over the counter now.
Claritin's pretty good too.
No, look, raw honey, it's fine.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Waste Lord, can you quit derailing the meeting? I have a rash and I need an incantation to solve it, please.
Don't need
So
an
if you don't mind.
incantation.
No, what you needed was Body Glide.
Well, I don't have Body Glide, but I have 6 volumes from level 3 for our incantation spell phase.
Dennis,
and I paid a lot of money for them.
Dennis.
less depressing news, it has been reported that a beloved and talented guitarist from a time-honored musical act has recently suffered damage to his buttocks during a gardening incident. I'm not sure how this is worthy of reporting, but I am doing a service to said guitarist by not mentioning his name because I am also a fan. This is Jan Darling, coming to you low power. That's low, pow, pow, power. No, wait, that's not. It's low, pow, pow, power.
Rolling.
Hi. I'm your neighbor, Genus. You may remember me from the time when you were at the dumpsters. You were throwing your garbage out, and I was throwing my garbage out, and you were saying, some of that is recycling. And so I was putting things in the garbage, and you said, you cannot recycle the pizza box because of the grease. Remember the grease? That was me. I'm your neighbor, Genus.
If you say so.
And anyway, I was saying, at the time I was starstruck because I heard when you were telling me I was an idiot. I recognized your voice. You're John Darling.
It's Jan.
John Darling from the
Actually,
radio. I listen to you all the time. And I think that you're the best voice of the news in the whole world. I would trust and believe you about everything. So,
Okay.
I was also thinking, I was walking past your apartment the other day when I was doing my laundry, and I heard you talking about all the things about history and a long time ago, and I was thinking about the War of 1812.
I don't think I specifically mentioned the War of 1812.
It's a long time ago, you said, and it's about Canada, and they're very polite, and so am I. So I made you something.
Okay.
Here it is, you'll recognize it as the first White House on fire. Just be careful because the glue's not yet dry, and the ramen noodles, they tend to crumble if you poke them too hard. So don't poke it, it's for display only.
No poking, I swear.
So I was wondering, first of all, if you want to get together some time and do a history piece, maybe a history piece on your podcast I heard advertised?
You know, I think I'm good.
Something about your country and my country, and maybe I could do some throat singing for you as a background for a sweet podcast intro.
Yeah, can I get back to you on that?
And, I was curious that heart on your table over there, that little stone, you don't need it. I was wondering if I could have it, maybe?
Yep, don't need it. Here.
That's very kind of you. I'm very grateful.
Oh, pretty please, world, send me more distractions. As if I didn't have enough on my mind.
Hey everybody, Sean Theodore Bryan here. I've embarked on a new career of camming. Some people recommended that before I really dive into it, I do kind of like a pre-cam self-check-in. So that's what I'm going to do today. So this is all about kind of learning about myself in front of the camera and kind of just like talking about what makes me feel vulnerable and things like that. So what makes me feel vulnerable is, a really good example is when I do karaoke and people aren't really listening to me do karaoke. Olives. You know, it's hard to talk about it. You know, not getting cast. It's hard. So who are some of my style icons? Like, who are people that I really think are people that I want to imitate kind of with my energy? I think number one is Zach Braff. Like, I feel like he doesn't really have any central core of who he is, so he can just like kind of take on any style he wants, like not having any real center as a person to come back to at all, I think is something that's really admirable. I'm a foodie, right? I really love food. So, you know, I like to think about sex in terms of food, like what's sexy. And I think, you know, like the sexiest food is just like white bread. That's what I want people to think of when they think of Sean Theodore Bryan. Is like a really, like, he's a really nice ciabatta. I think I want to be, you know, something spicy. Like people, like when I think of really like spicy exotic food, I think of like Chipotle, or so spicy, so much happening there, like so flavorful. I think that's me too. Like it's like a bowl from Chipotle with a lot of stuff on it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm starting to feel more comfortable on camera. I hope you're all starting to feel more comfortable, and maybe pretty soon you're gonna see me go live. So this is Sean Theodore Bryan, STB, embarking on a new career. Let's see how it goes. So nice chatting with you all. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a cat?
A what?
A cat, or a little, or a ferret, or.
Are you asking me if I have a cat or a ferret?
The lease says that you cannot have a pet unless you check the box.
Oh no, I signed it.
We didn't check the box, so if we have a pet, we have to give him $300.
I'm good. I don't have a pet. I was maybe, I don't know, maybe you're just hallucinating, you know, like I am. All the time.
I think we have a rodent problem.
Well, just take it up with the super, I guess. You have to call that guy. The guy.
The one with the pamphlet?
Yes, that guy, that dude who takes the rent, takes the money.
Hey, little question. I had a big jug of wine.
Was it in? It's, you know, we might have a rodent problem.
Hey everyone, Sean Theodore Bryan here. I'm just about to go live for my first ever webcam sesh, and I'm feeling nervous, but I'm also feeling sexy. And brought along a little friend too. You know, somebody gets naughty. So here we go. When I press this button, Sean Theodore Bryan live on OnlyFans.com is active. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, I'm crying. It's just that I just tried to have my first cam session. This is a total disaster.
Hey everyone. Welcome to my cam room. My name is Broadway BB, and I'm here to make your dreams come true.
People were being so mean and insulting and just saying the worst things, and it's just like...
Wow, you look like Tom Hardy if he was hit with a basic bitch ray. You look like Ben Affleck ate Matt Damon. Let's keep reading a little. You look like a Civil War barista, you dumb asshole.
I don't know if I can deal with this rejection again. I mean, I got rejected in the acting game, and like I'm getting rejected now.
I got this here, and why don't you go ahead and tell me some of your fantasies, you know, some things you might want me to get into. I'm all alone in my bedroom.
I'm just an idiot. I don't know.
Another person said, do literally anything else. Get the actual hot person in here. Well, listen, and then the last person said, start acting again so you can quit again because you suck.
I don't know.
Hold on. I just need to...
I'll be back. I'm gonna try to collect myself, and I'll drop another message soon, okay? Sean Theodore Bryan, ta-ta.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. Hi. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You got some packet in the mail.
We got a packet. What is
Yes,
that?
it's a Mammon Megalax tip.
Oh yeah, I had a premonition. You know,
Sounds like you have your weekend plans set.
Yeah, for real.
Really good time.
Yeah.
Are you using this?
Could
I have it?
You just gonna run off with that?
If you're not going to chase me down the hall and take it back, I'm going to take it right now.
Oh.
Here I go.
Oh,
Stop me.
You're
No?
kind of freaking me out.
It's going to be walking away. It's fine.
Please raise your hand. Satanic style. Satanic style, Miles.
Sorry.
Hey. Satanic.
Satan.
Just wanted to let all of you know I created a Spotify playlist that has some great satanic classics on Spotify. So
I'm telling you, that War Pig Bloodletting, track 6, it puts me right to sleep. I haven't gotten this good a sleep in years.
Hear Me Scream is like my jam. I love it.
Please clear your throat and like the mute on, please.
Waste Lord, please put your mic on mute. You're gonna do that.
Hey, buddy.
Waste Lord, it's really distracting. My father wouldn't put up with this.
I gotta say,
Oh my god.
Wow, that's upsetting.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, he's definitely accomplished something.
Something's happening. This is.
Is that real?
911.
Wait for the warrior.
No. We want this. We want.
Yeah,
we
let
want...
it happen.
What
oh
the...
my god! Oh my god!
No! His asshole! That is his asshole!
To this.
That is
That
his
is
asshole.
Terrible warlocks! I'll offer you all your needs, and I will splinter your souls with a hell of 1,000 shit! A hell of 1,000 shits!
That I didn't expect it to be so polished and clean.
Not a lot of hair.
No, I mean
You're focus on the fact that it's speaking to us and threatening us.
I don't know if it's like a side effect of the demon
Witness
or
the awesome power of Satanos!
It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
Hey, it's me again. Yeah, Jan Darling, internet superstar. You know, I still haven't been to that site. Oh, it's going well. If by well, I mean crappy. Well, as it turns out, almost having a degree in history and a book fetish doesn't make for instant noodle podcast. You know, ramen, just add hot water. I mean, it's something another resident said to me. Never mind. The point is, I'm feeling less than competent. The headlines were easy. This is not. Well, for one, I never used to have to tell a story. The story was written everywhere. Apparently, all I had to do was tap into a brewing elixir of cynicism. Fine. Too poetic by half. The point is, I was shooting from the hip. Mostly, I felt like it was the same shit, different day, and to the extent that anyone was listening, I guess they did too. You're very kind, but the other thing I was going to say is that this place is making me crazy. Stygian Crossing? The landlord knew what they were doing. Rejects on their way to the underworld tend to self-sort. Well, unless you live here, you have no idea what sort of distraction the neighbors can be. Each one of them could be a headline in their own right. Oh my. No, I'm here. I just realized that I'm a much bigger idiot than other really big idiots. Look, I gotta go. Okay? Yeah, I will, I'll tell you more later. Okay, bye.
Hey y'all, it's Broadway BB, back with another webcam sesh. My first one, I'll be honest, was pretty rough. People were really rude. It almost got me to think about quitting. But I think the problem was that I was, trying to go right out into the big world too fast. So I've changed my settings to where it's more of a local thing. Accidental Swede asked, have you thought about going into radio? Yeah, I would like to go into radio. I really think I could be like an advice radio jock. People come to you with questions like, Sean, what do I do? My life is falling apart. Right now, I would just say, just get sexy with it. I'm already giving advice. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? I'm already giving advice. Feeling a little turned on that you asked me such a nice question. It's a hot chat room. I like this chat room that we're in. Thanks for coming to see my cam show, everybody. Let's see, what else? Biscotti says, I like your socks. Oh my god. Thanks. I like them too. They make me feel really hot. So thank you, Biscotti. Yeah, I like your socks. Can you list all your pairs of socks in alphabetical order? Slowly. I'll do you one better, Biscotti. Why don't we do a little, ASMR? So, I'll try to, for those of you who don't know, it's when you gotta speak kind of low and sexy. You let the, whisper about it. Alright, Biscotti, so here we go. Favorite pair of socks is actually these, alphabetically. These are my thigh highs. Thigh high socks, I think, are always a really nice thing because they accentuate, your gams. They make you want to shake a little bit. So that's really. I'm getting kind of worked up answering these questions, y'all. This is really. I'm having a good time, but let's see who is next. I like your Scourge. I like your Scourge too, Satanic Paint. I don't really know what that means, but I'm into it. Let's all Scourge. Oh, you want to see me whip myself a little bit? Yeah, Chekhov's gun, right? Or should I say Chekhov's whip? Well, just so soft at first, okay? Ooh. Ow. Yeah, you like that? Ooh, a little harder. What about... Ooh! That was a good one. Ooh. Discovering new things about myself. Ooh. Ooh, you want to see some classic posing? How about... I know I'm a little out of shape, but you gotta love the body you're in, that's what I think, so... I I really wish I knew people like you that I could hang out with, because it's been such a cool, like, I feel so, I feel so like turned on by this. So I'm gonna keep camming. I can't believe I was ready to give up on this. Just for y'all, thank you so much. I'm just really got me feeling myself. Broadway BB out. Jack, paint me like one of your French girls, Jack. Is that sort of what you were going for? Do you like that?
Hey, it's you. Hey, I got something for you. Yeah, that's all the blood that I could siphon out before this mortal would completely collapse lifeless on the floor.
That's it? That's not very much.
We can't be all like you with whatever the hell it is that allows you to produce so much. You know what? Hey, I've got something else. Go to these various addresses where you'll find even more enchanted blood. The blood that you can turn in for money.
They're just going to be on a stoop?
Yeah, they're going to be on the stoop. And if anybody, addresses you, just say, Savete Satanas! And then you'll be fine. And you'll just take the blood and sell it. Enter the dominion of the warlock.
I am so pissed on right now. So apparently, if you go to the blood bank with a couple of jars of other people's blood, they start to act very suspicious of you. They say things like, whose blood is this? Did you have their consent? Deborah, call the police station. I think she's a bad person. Then they confiscate all of your fake IDs, and then they get extra suspicious because the picture's the same, but the names are different. So here's your blood back. And here's, I don't know whose blood it is, but it's got a sport top, and I know that you like those. So anyway, I'm going to be about $35 shy this month.
Well, maybe I should check the pockets of this mortal coil and see if he has any extra dollars so that rent will be. Oh, what is this? What do we have here? What's all that noise?
It's mostly 20s
That's
in
all
here.
20s. Yeah.
Okay, that should cover it. Cool.
First take is the only take in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know who's listening now. I've never really known, and that is no false modesty, but to whoever is out there, this is Jan Darling, and I am recording a new podcast. It's not a news, politics, or current events podcast, nor is it a history podcast, as I had wished to do, and yet it might be all of those things in a pinch. You see, I live in a special place, laid out by the great cookie cutter in the sky. Now, it's true that I don't know all of my neighbors as well as I would like, but there are stories in the air, and they seem fit to tell. There's a satanic cultist here whose taken name implies a fetish for garbage collection, and his roommate, who's seemingly in search of a kingdom, phylum, class, order, and family to call her own. There's also an out-of-work actor whose poor choices led me to a pop-up while distractedly surfing porn, but led him to a personal triumph of sorts. And of course, no chronicle of medium-density residential life is complete without a mysterious presence somewhere in the ceiling and in the walls. Finally, there's me. And I think that you'll find, as long as I'm engaged, you will be too. So tune in as regularly as I can get something out the door for Stygian Crossing. It's the name of the place and the title of my new podcast. And all of us hope to see you soon.